Welcome to the Lotus Riché Ignite Show. It's time to get ignited. Let's go. It's time to start the show. I have a fabulous guest for you tonight. She is dynamite. She is out of sight. And she is none other than the illustrious, heartful woman herself, Miss Erin Paige. But enough of telling you about her. Let's go ahead and see about her. All right. Here we go. Let's bring this up. Let's bring her up right quick. Let's see here. The show is trying to go ahead and start and do its own thing, but guess what? No show, you got to do what I say do. So here we go. We have Erin Paige. You know she's a heartful person, and I'm so excited right now. I could just scream because last week we had so many technical difficulties, but we forced through, and then we had the snow. The snow has given us an amazing time to just kind of refresh and think again and do some things that we needed to do. So go ahead, you go tell a friend to come on in because we want to share some amazing heartful tips, some amazing heartful techniques that she's going to talk to us about today. So with no further ado, I'm going to bring Erin straight to you. I'll be right back. All right. Let's get it, Erin. Let's get it, Erin. Let's get it, Erin. Look at here. It's not trying to come up. Hey, welcome, Erin Paige, to the show. Here we go. All right, Erin. Yes.
Hey, we got to do this.
It's a heartful time.
Let's get it started.
So, Erin, I'm so happy that you're here. And in the background, it's doing its own thing, but we're going to do our thing. Erin, I know that last week we had a great conversation about the beautiful book, about wonderful new programs that you're running. And before we dive deep into that, Erin, I want you to take a moment and tell the audience a bit more about who you are and why is it that you're so heartful. Go ahead, Erin.
All right. Well, good evening, everyone. It is my honor to be a part of the show once again. Yes. With all of you and Dr. Lotus and our team. And who am I? You know, I'm just a girl that has decided to turn inward and to pay attention and listen to her own heart and be able to guide others to follow their heart too. It's really that simple. And seeing the goodness in love,
yes,
letting optimal vibrations enter. That's my acronym for it. So love, let optimal, not mediocre, not just good, let optimal vibrations enter. So I'm a speaker, an author, an artist, and yes, I combine both on stage. I will speak and paint on the stage. And it's just, I think that it's my mission in life and my purpose and mission just to pay it forward and to assist others to be more heartful, F-U-L-L, in their life and to ignite areas that maybe they've been missing and maybe they need to work on. So that's me.
That's her. And Erin, I've learned so much from you over the years of how you show up, no matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, whether you're a speaker or whether you're in the audience, you always show up and you always give your best. And that's a beautiful thing. And I want that to lead us into your beautiful book. Tell us more about the beautiful book and why you created it.
Sure. Well, it's called The Beauty Book for a reason. It's really about inner beauty. It has nothing to do, people are, when they just see the simple cover, and I don't know if it'll show up here, probably not, but the simple cover of the beauty book, they're like, oh, great, more beauty tips. Well, this isn't about offering tips to become more outwardly beautiful. It's really about one sentence. There's just one sentence on each page, and I call it a flip book, actually. Inevitably, whoever's reading it, including myself, I just flip to a page, and it's what I needed to hear. I'll give you an example. How about if we do this for the intention? I'll just flip,
Yes.
and you tell me when to stop.
Okay.
Okay. So I stopped at, when I turn inward, I am watering my inner beauty to blossom.
Yes.
So, yes, it really was just a simple reminder. We're busy. My books are always very simple. And I just wanted to make it super easy for someone to walk by it in the morning, flip to it, and be reassured that there is beauty within them that is unlike anybody else. We are all unique. You're unique. I'm unique. Everyone watching this is unique. The vibration that we put outward is unique. And it's really about that beauty, that inner beauty. And so many times, we talked about it last week, we talked about it, how we stuff that down. And I know we wanted to talk about that this week. And that's what the book's supposed to, well, my intention for the book was to keep it simple, but very powerful reminders that you have something to gift, not just give, but to gift to this world.
And I like that you say gift, because what we do in our lives, our skill sets, those are gifts. And when we use them for whatever purpose in life, we have to remember that it's a gift. And so I do want to have a deeper dive. So many people were talking about the conversation we were having last week, and they wanted to hear us go deeper. First, let me say, I like that you started off with saying this is not about cosmetics. It's not about outward beauty. This is inward beauty. Erin, why is it so important that people understand about the beauty within?
I think it's super important because you were a gift, or you are a gift from Source. And it's so important to remember that beauty that you were created in is there no matter what you're going through. We all go through rough times. We all have this, the ticks on our timeline. Some are high and some are going to be low. But the consistency of it is that straight line. That's the Creator's love right there. It never wavers. It never wavers no matter what. And so I think it's important to remember that and to embrace. And what's the other word I'm thinking of? Allow yourself to be vulnerable. So many times I think we're made to be tough. We women out there need to be tough. Our men out there need to be tough. What if we took a moment to just rest and release into that vulnerability and to own who we are, who we truly are?
Yes.
I mean, we're a combination of everything, but that consistent vibration from Source never wavers, ever. And you can always come back to it.
It's true. Erin, let me ask you this question. So many people, they're oftentimes afraid to expose their heart because they say they've been burned, they wear their heart on their sleeve. Yet you constantly remind us to be heartful. How can a person take that heart that you are sharing with so many of us? Because I know you do paintings and things like that. How can people dive deeper into the beauty of who they are and carry one of your canvases with them?
Well, I think it's important. I appreciate the elevated compliments of being heartful and all of that, and I think it's important to share with your viewers some of the things that have brought darkness. So let's just say to my life. I mean, I've been raped, I've been abused, verbally, emotionally, and physically. Divorces, the struggles of finance, all of that I have gone through, and people have asked me. They're like, I even my mom, when I
Yes.
graduated from college and I had gone through the rough time of the rape and some other really nasty things, and she said, I don't know how you made it through, because I could have never made it through. And you can, and you will, if you really tap into the source of who you truly are. And that's what I tell people. I'm like, well, I know, these are just situations, okay, and scenarios that have happened to me. That's not who I am.
Right.
It doesn't define me. And when I look inward into that beauty of who I truly am, I know that I know in my heart that I was brought here to spread heartfulness, to spread
Mm,
love, to be
mm,
kind,
mm.
to uplift people, to ignite people. You're in a situation where, yeah, you're igniting people around the world, Lotus. And I think that that's really the key, is to
Mhm.
really separate.
Yes.
Because remember, I'm going to refer to it several times. If
Yes.
on stage, I've brought up a whiteboard before and had a timeline,
Yep.
and that consistency, that doesn't change. The situations,
Right.
have my son, that's a high, and
Right.
then all of a
Yep.
sudden I get divorced, that's a low, and
Hmm.
then financial issues, and then see launch a book, and then that's high, and then it's low. But this is the same.
Yes.
It never changes. You were brought here for a reason. And I think when you know what that purpose is,
Hmm.
and the more you try, did I get to this space right away? No. I look
No.
back and I go, man, I've been doing heartful things for a really long time. I just didn't realize that
Yes.
that was what I was doing.
Hmm. I remember a few years back when you were at the BTBY conference and you came up on stage and you had this blank canvas, and with your hands you were doing all of these movements while you were talking to us. And when you finished, there was this amazing part. And I never forgot how soothing your voice was
Oh,
as you talked to the plethora of people that was there about heartfulness. A lot of times we talk about a heart full of love, yet we are not heartful sometimes when we engage with other people. Now, I want to thank you for going deep, because a lot of people, we're ashamed to say, well, I was raped or I had a divorce or what have you. And I think because you're able to go deep, you can be so heartful. My question to you is, what do you tell someone that says to you, and I've been in that situation as a person who has been molested, what do you say to someone that has encountered that and they're struggling to get over it and saying, how in the world can I be heartful when I've endured so much hurt?
I can tell you exactly that. Take your power back.
Whew.
When you are in resentment, and with anything, if you're resentful towards a friend that may have wronged you, or you feel that they've wronged you, If you are, if you hate something, if you hate this or that, the only person that you're hurting is yourself. And so I really wanted to make sure, and I did have a situation years and years ago, and huge argument on the phone. My son was really young, and he was in the back seat, and he was crying. He didn't understand all of that. And it was profound, Lotus, where I said, I cannot believe I allowed that person to take away my power.
Yes.
To the point where I was internally angry, but also externally spewing, negative words, so much that I wasn't just bothering myself and hurting myself, I was hurting my son. And he was a young toddler and he was feeling that. And I just I go back to that. We have to be in a state of deliberate practice, I say, to master. I'm still mastering, but I have to practice and I have to be aware. And I do use that moment where I was like, nobody's taking my power away from me.
Yes. And so, and I want to step back. Sure. No, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, whether any sort of domestic violence or anything that, really is, it robs us of our true power for a while, but it's up to us to take it back, because the more that we think about it, the more that we, are in our pity parties. It doesn't have to, it could be, that someone just wronged us in a simple way, but the more that we think about it, the more we bring it up to the front.
Yes.
It's power taken away from us. And every single person, I think you have to realize that you are a gift.
Yes, without a doubt.
You're a gift. I mean, the miracle of birth. I mean, think about it.
Without a doubt.
The miracle that it is that you are present in this lifetime astounds me at moments. It brings me to my knees. It makes tears run down my face when I think about myself and others as well.
Yes.
We're a gift.
That's
and
true.
We've been gifted talents.
And I wanted to take a moment just to step back. That's true. And we've been gifted. I wanted to step back a moment because you said a plethora of things that are very powerful. But something that really stuck with me was you talked about the internal and the external things that happen when we fail to forgive, when we carry anger, when we carry resentment or hate, bitterness. It impacts us, we know, on a cellular level. It impacts us inside, yet it also has some trickle effects on the outside, and it kind of mucks up our life, and it touches the people that we say we love, that we say we care about. Why is it so important for people to be cognizant, Erin, of what's going on in the inside and understand how it can spill over on the outside?
Well, it's important just because it's that ripple effect, because it just continues that line, think that, it's spider web, that it just continues it.
Yes.
And when you can sever that energetic tie, then there's something that allows space for goodness to come in.
Yes.
It's like, golly, my cup is so full of just the muck. And what if I just forgave it all and said, you know what, that's the past, because all we have is the present moment. But what if I were to empty out that cup of muck?
Yep.
It only empties the glass for goodness to come back in.
Mhm.
It clears the lines.
And I like that Angie said it's a daily practice.
Mm-hmm.
So in your book, the beauty book, you take us through a daily walk, if you will, because this book is not just for one day, it's for all days, however we choose to utilize the book.
Mm-hmm.
So tell us, can you give us a couple more pages from the book of how we can use this as a daily practice?
Absolutely. I think just as to make it a daily practice, as I said, I made it very simple. They're just one sentences that has the word beauty in it. And I think that that allows for it to become a daily practice because it's simple.
Yes. Hmm.
It's simple, it's impactful, it gets the message across, and it's almost like, maybe your daily mantra. You get up
Yes.
in the morning, many of us pray and meditate every morning.
Hmm.
Why not have this by your bedside and
Hmm.
flip to it? And also it can help ignite ideas. Maybe
Yes.
you're not sure how you should tap into that inner beauty. And then you flip and you turn and then you end up on a page that says my beauty is infinite.
Hmm.
That could ignite and assist you throughout your day.
I love that. And it's very easy to get this book. We can go to Amazon and get this book. And not only can we do that, we can look at other books that you've also written. And your books, like you said before, you keep it very simple. And I really like that because they're simple titles, but they're so powerful. Like the I Release You book.
Mm-hmm.
I have that one, and I have the beauty book, and you have another one, the already have book. Because, and I'm going to the already have book. Now, this is about the beauty book, but I'm going to the already have book too, because, like you said when you first came on, this is not about the beauty of makeup and hair and nails. It's not that, it's the beauty within. Yet at the same time, Erin, so many of us have been taught that unless we are tall or we have these kind of eyebrows or these kind of nails, that we're not beautiful, we're not great. But the already have book kind of pushes us to understand you already have that inner beauty. Look at what you already have and be grateful for it.
Yeah, the already have book is writing down 5 things that you already have and to be
Hmm.
grateful for it.
Hmm.
It was
Yep.
inspired by, I mentioned pity parties earlier, and I was just, we dream and we manifest, and we should do that. We should
Yes.
always be in a state of forward motion. That's why I have my Create Forward program.
Hmm.
In that state of forward momentum, and because there's magic in that.
Hmm.
But we can also muck that up by being impatient,
Yes.
thinking
Hmm.
that what needs to happen right away. And I was in one of those moments. I say I am still a woman of practice,
Hmm.
of deliberate practice. And I looked down and my cat is rubbing against my leg. And, this is a cat. I adore this cat.
Hmm.
And it wanted attention. It wanted love. And
Right.
I thought, golly, Erin, you already have everything you need, everything you could possibly want. And I'm putting resistance
Hmm.
when we're borrowing trouble.
Hmm.
We put resistance on bringing in those things that we're dreaming and that we're creating momentum for and that we want to bring into our life. And so I thought, I even before I published the book, I was practicing. I was right. Let's make it simple. I have 5 minutes. Let's if I were to have 5 minutes a day, what would I do? Well, I'm going to write down 5 things that I already have. And do
That
you
you
know the
already.
more energy that I was putting towards appreciating what I already had, those
Hmm.
things that I was dreaming about and probably complaining about the day that the book, the inception of the book came about and my cat rubbing against my leg, it was like those things, I created that space for people or for those things to come in
Right.
because I was in
Hmm.
a state of gratitude.
Hmm. And what I like about each of your books, you drive people back to their power within. In your book, the Already Have book, you talk about that. Discover the power of appreciation. Appreciating the beauty within, that takes you to the beauty book. So the books that you have, they go hand in hand.
Mhm.
So let's talk about what book would you recommend that a person start with?
I would start with a beauty book.
Mhm.
It's so simple. Like I said, it's a flip book. It's one sentence. If you can get it and you can make it a daily practice to flip to one page and hold it close to your heart, repeat it to yourself several times, you're going to get into that rhythm of viewing yourself differently. Because, as a mother, and I know all the mothers out there, in fact, I was listening to something today that, you know, we mothers, and whether you're a mother of a birth child or an adopted child or a foster child, or, you know, we put them first.
Yes.
And with the beauty book, it makes it really simple to take just a couple seconds to flip through, and you can give to yourself so you can
Mhm.
show up for the others that you're giving to.
Exactly. So how can people, and if you would go ahead and put the link in, how can people get this book? That was the
Sure.
question. So she's going to put the link in. And so I'm going
Yeah.
to share this link with you so you can get the beauty book as well. And as you see on the screen, this says get her books. This book is, um, this will take you to the page where you can actually go and get several of her books. Okay.
Yeah, the erinpaige.com, if you just go up to the top, or even if you
Oh, yeah.
just scroll to the bottom,
Mm-hmm.
there's actually a products page, and you just click on it and it'll take you right there.
All
So there's
right.
two different ways
Fantastic.
you can go to the top table of contents and go to shop, and it'll take you
Yep.
to everything that I offer, including my little heart paintings as
Yep.
well.
Here's the hearts.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
In
love
fact,
the heart.
I've got that first one right here because, and I might, if it's all right,
Mhm.
I'll take, since we're
Of
talking about the
course.
books and we brought up, um, you know, you can do this at any time. My hearts are always available. My books are always available. But let's just talk about the fact that we are on the eve of the Heart Month.
Yes.
And so I just wanted to let everyone know that with these particular, they're 4x4 canvases, all hand painted. On the side, on the side of it, there's the word love. It actually comes with the hanging bracket already on the back, so you don't have to mess with that. You could display it on a table. But I thought, you know, let's just bundle a lot of love.
Yes.
So you buy one of the canvases for 35, and they're already on sale. They were normally 35. And when you buy one of those, you get just
No, no,
automatic.
they're normally 45. They're
Right,
45,
right.
right.
So yeah,
Yeah, not 35.
there's deals
Mhm.
everywhere. Lots of love
Yep.
going on here. I have a bundle
Mhm.
where you get the beauty book, you get one of my heart cards to write a note to the person you're gifting it to,
Mhm.
and you get that canvas. You get a ribbon to wrap it up
Ooh,
in
this is
and an
nice.
extra hang tag,
Oh,
all for
wow.
$35. It's a great deal.
What?
I
Gotta
call it a
do it
bundle
right
of love.
now. Bundle of love. So everybody, it's time to get your bundle of love and let Erin know that you saw her here today on the Lotus Riché Ignite show and you're ready for your bundle of love. One of the things that many of the entrepreneurs that I know, including myself, we are seeding into each other's businesses. And that is sharing a great bundle of love. So, and you can seed into her business while you're gifting these great bundles of love to people that you love, know, cherish. You can do this for them. And all you got to do is go right here. up to the shop, and you can get the cards, the gifts, the books, and you can shop now. And you'll be happy that you did. This is all handcrafted. Nothing is mail ordered. She does all of this from her heartfulness and her heartful of love for each being on the planet.
Yeah. And the other thing too is that there isn't a link on the website, but you're welcome to reach out to me through my website, or my email address is erin@erinpaige.com. Very simple. If any of this spoke to you, and you want to take that deeper dive and work with me, feel
Mhm.
free to reach out. Let's have an open conversation and see if it's a good fit
Yes.
for me and for you, because I think that that's important. And whether you work with me or not, here's something that I've learned, is that it's important for you to make sure that whoever you are working with is a good fit for you. And
Yes.
I would be leery of a coach or someone else that isn't asking the exact same question of you,
Exactly.
because it's a two-way street.
Hmm.
You connect with someone that has that understanding of what you're looking for and where you're wanting to take your life. And if it's me, great. If it's someone else, then great too.
Hmm.
Because we need to work with people that are a good fit for us.
Exactly. And if you are interested in going to her page, you can go to the page actually, and when you go to the page, you can scroll down on that page and go right to the very bottom of the page, and I'm going to show it to you so you can see it. You can go right to the very bottom of the page. You'll see her beautiful smiling face ready to ignite your brilliance, and you can even bring her in as a speaker, okay? Because she is a speaker and she does ignite businesses, organizations, and individuals to become heart centered, because that's really what it's all about. And you can come right down to the bottom.
Yep.
There we are,
Go up.
and
Go
fill out
up.
your
Oh, yeah.
information.
Mm-hmm.
And once you do that, you just hit this button, send, and she will be in touch with you. Okay. So thank you, Erin, for sharing that. I really appreciate that. And so here's the beauty book, everybody. This is a flip book, okay? And you can grab your flip book. If you say, hey, I just want to get just the one book, here it is.
And it's
It's a
on
flip.
sale too for
It's on
14th.
sale.
Yeah, in
Yep,
celebration of Valentine's Day being on the 14th.
exactly right. And see, she even gives you a preview of what's inside. So I tell you, go ahead, come to her website, go ahead and check it out. And I'm going to put this information in the chat for you again. So, all of you that are watching from near and far, hello, Luz, I see you.
Yeah.
You can be sure to connect. And for those of you that are celebrating something special, once you get your bundle of love, let Erin know that you've gotten that bundle of love, and then show us while you're out with the person that you love the most. Let them, let show her some pictures, show her some videos. I'm sure she'd love that. And so we see Isabel Luz Camacho Black. We see you. She's tuning in from KC. Thank you so much. Share the broadcast out. We appreciate you. We
Hi,
appreciate
Izzy. So good to see you.
Always great. And so don't forget here, I want to put this in the comments on your side, everyone, so that you can get that. We've got erinpaige.com right there for you so that everybody can have it. So, Erin, thanks again for a great time. It's always a great time talking deeply with you about some of the things that you've gone through that has led you down this path of heartfulness. As we begin to wrap our show tonight, folks, if you have a question for Erin, whether it's how did she come through her divorce, how did she um, be a rock for her son, even in her darkest moments, How did she write her books while she was going through so much chaos in her life? Go ahead and send that comment in to either myself and or to Erin, and we're going to come back live and we're going to answer that. Because one of the reasons why we started this year out the way we started this year out is because we don't want anyone to be left behind. And when you start your year out in a heartful way with Erin by your side, you're definitely going to be a winner. So, Erin, what's next for you? I know you've got a lot of stuff coming up. You got some new programs that you're launching. Tell us about that.
Yeah, the year definitely has ignited with some speaking opportunities and sharing that heartfulness. And there's some that are coming up as well. And, I still have some open spots. So let me know. The other thing is, I was called to write these books. I was called to start painting from the stage.
Yes.
And I was called to create a program called Create Forward, where it combines those deeper dives into with some activities, and then also tapping in to the creative side. So you would create and will create in this program art with heart. So there's an opportunity there to, have an organization or a business. It's great team building, actually, to bring your team together, create some artwork that is not, you don't follow me. And I used to do these, I called them art with intention workshops. And I would have people come in and they thought they were going to follow me.
Right.
And I said, oh, no. We're going to tap into that creative side because, I've talked to so many people and they're like, oh, I'm not an artist. My third grade teacher told me I wasn't very creative. Well, who cares about third grade now? We talk about unstuffing. Let's take a minute to unstuff that noise that was put in and planted, and the seed that was planted, which ultimately was a weed. And let's take that. Let's be brave. Let's be vulnerable. And let's tap into that creative side, because it's where that creative juices start flowing. It doesn't matter whether you are an artist or, in an art like business. A lot of people are like, well, I'm an accountant. Yes. I deal with numbers all the time. And well, you know what? You have to be creative with numbers. So let's tap into that creative side so you can start thinking about different things. Where do I take my business? What's the next level of my business? So yes, that's a program that I offer along with the coaching side of things. And then, and they're fun. It's interactive. I've got an activity that I do where, people think that they're going to write something on their own. And I'm like, no, not even. I'm going to have somebody else write it for you. Because that self-sabotage will just come right in. So that works really well as well. So yeah, those are the kinds of things that are on the docket, if you will, the love docket for 2026. And I'm open.
Yes.
Again, I am so heartful and grateful now for blah, 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 and more.
So can we do this, Erin? Because Erin's going to be coming back to the show. We want Erin to come back periodically to do a check-in with many of you who are undoubtedly going to have breakthroughs once you get her book and go through it, you work with her. You're going to have breakthroughs. And we'd like for you, if you have questions or challenges, we'd like for you to tell her when she's on the show. And if you tell us in advance, then she can maybe give you a call and you can talk to her, because here's the thing, you're not alone. Okay. So with that, Erin, can we do a quick exercise, something you just shared, either I'm grateful for or something from your book, so that like I already have, from the I already have book. Can we do something where people are really looking at what they already have. I already have myself, and I love me.
Mhm. Well, an activity that we can do is straight out of the book.
All right, let's do
And
it.
if you are, if you have a piece of paper handy and a pen, or if you don't, that's okay. Maybe you do this later on, but for now, in your mind, I want you to say on the paper, write on the paper, or say it out loud or in your head, and just say, I already have.
I already have.
I already have. And then fill in the blank. Could be one word, could be a couple words. It could be a manifestation statement as well. I already have abundance in my bank account.
I already have abundance in my bank account.
I already have a safe place to rest my head.
I already have a safe place to rest my head.
I already have the goodness inside of me to change my life and others.
So y'all think I'm playing. Note takers and money makers. I always say it. I already have excellent health.
There you go. I already have a cat that loves me and I love him too. I already have the most beautiful community of friends and family that support me every day. I already have opportunities in motion that will ripple towards me in 2026. That's a manifestation statement.
Yes, I
It's
already have.
claiming it. I think that's an important thing too, Lotus, is that when you make a
Yes,
decision that you're going to head a certain direction, or you're going to forgive, or you're going to take your power back, claim it. Like,
yes.
there's power in claiming it. I claim that today I will live alcohol free or
Woo,
substance free.
that's
Today
powerful.
I claim that I will walk in positive vibration. Today
Wow,
I claim, you've got to claim it.
that's powerful. So, Erin, we've got a couple folks chiming in, and uh, I want to take a moment to look at this. Erin is awesome. I pray for your continued success. These would be great at schools too. So, Erin, we're going to have to talk to you about some of the schools that DTBY is sending many of our speakers into to inspire our young people. So, we're going to talk to you about that. Isabel said, Lotus Riché Ignite, sending love and light your way. Mwah. Thank you, Isabel. We're sending the same right back to you. You are a great, fearless leader in so many ways. Thank you for being you. Thank you for reigniting my power to bounce back, baby, bounce back. Yeah, that's one of my signatures talks,
That's
y'all.
right.
Thank you so much. Can't wait to see you again and share space. We can't wait to see you, Isabel, and thank you for everything that you do. Created in so many ways, even a creative mind is artful. Wow, that's great. Whether it's business, sports, psychology, biology, etc., people can use this. No matter what you do in life, this can benefit you. Just taking a moment to think about what you already have. Just thinking about how you are already beautiful inside. Yeah, that's good stuff right there.
Mm-hmm.
And I already have abundance in my bank account. Woo! Speaking that into existence. I already have a successful business. So as we share these thoughts, beliefs with you tonight, we invite you to write down your beliefs, write down your thoughts, write them down, just like we've written them down. And we'll see you again real soon on our next show. And with no further ado, we're going straight to you, Erin, for our final word of wisdom. Erin, go ahead.
Okay, everyone. The last 45 minutes or so, Lotus and I have spoken some words that it is our intention, and we said it before we even got on the show, is to help ignite some heartfulness into your life, an opportunity for you to evaluate, to be vulnerable, to unstuff, and to become aware of what your surroundings are, what's working for you, what isn't working for you, because that's being heartful, is really taking a look at what's serving my highest and greatest good. And if it isn't, no is a one-word sentence. And that's something that I had to learn, and I'm still learning to say no. Embrace who you are, the inner beauty that you are, and that you were created from, exists on a constant level at all times. And you can always come back home to the heart. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in, and Lotus creating this platform for not only myself. I know that you have so many amazing speakers that have different points of views and stories to continue that ignition that we've started in January of 2026 to continue on and to build on. And I know I speak for you. You've already mentioned it. Email me.
Yep.
Reach out to me and say, you know what? I tell people this all the time, just send me a note and say, you know what? I'm going through a really rough time. I don't want to go into it, but could you send me some love and light? And you got it.
And there you go.
I have stopped everything that I do. If I can, 90% I can, is I stop for that moment once I get that message, and I just hold space for you in my heart space, and I send it out to you. So we need more community. We need more love, and we need more light, and we need each other more than ever before. There's an epidemic of loneliness that we are not even talking about in this world.
That's true.
People are alone. They don't know what to do. Our suicide rates are up, etc.
Yes.
Because they don't feel connected to anything. And I encourage you to connect through heart space, connect with that higher source, know that you're supported, have faith that there is higher source that loves you more than anything. And if you need someone in the physical form to remind you of that, you've got two people on the screen right here that will love you through whatever you need loved through.
All right. Wow. That's powerful. So, folks, until we see you again, be blessed. Don't stress. Don't take no mess. And always do your very best to be heartful and creative forward. We'll see you next time. Thank you for watching the show, and follow us on YouTube. Ring that bell so you don't miss a thing.
See you on the next episode of the Lotus Riché Ignite Show, where we're helping you to ignite and take flight in every area of your life.
And if you want to be a guest on the show, please connect with us at lotus@lotusricheigniteyou.com. Ignite your mind and ignite your life.